Hey, so today we got some news on the Operation Wind Bastion DLC that's coming soon from Ubisoft, which is pretty nice. I'm going to be going through that today and reading this right now. So we already knew, I haven't covered them, but we're getting the Cade or Kaid or however you want to say it, and Nomad. Season pass owners obviously get it. Nomad is joining the GAGR. She has the air jab launcher. Sorry for that mispronunciation. I don't know how to pronounce that. But from what I know, it blasts people away. I think I've seen some gameplay on it. You shoot it, and then if someone goes in the radius of it, it blasts them away, but it doesn't do damage and forces them to the ground for them to do an animation. So if there are teammates around, or if there are enemies around when you get blasted by it, you will probably die because I don't think you can shoot. With Cade, he gets, his is called the Artilla Electric Claw. Basically, Bandit 2.0 in my opinion. He can electrify reinforced walls and hatches, barbed wire, and deployable shields, making it tougher for the enemy to breach the Kasbah and any facility he's tasked with protecting. He enters the field with 3 of these throwable gadgets. Once they've attached themselves to a surface, they each electrify metallic objects within a point set or 3/4 of a meter radius. Sorry. So it shows you the radius when you throw it down, and basically you can do 2 reinforced walls with 1, and you can do a hatch from below, which is really nice. You can also hide the claw or the artilla, however you say it, around walls, and it'll still shock wires, and then I think it can chain to other barbed wire next to it, which is really cool. He sounds really good to me. We have the new map, which looks amazing to me. Welcome to Cade's Fortress. Daytime map, mud brick, based on a real existing structure. You guys can read this and stop the video and stuff. Players will find renovated and non-renovated areas on this map. But yeah, the skins, in my opinion, look very nice. I love this one, and I like that one. This one's alright, but if I have enough renown by the end of this season, I'll probably be getting all 3 of those. Maybe not this one though. We get the headgear for the oh no wait, you can now support your favorite pro league teams by representing their colors. Oh, that's kind of cool. And to encourage the stability and growth of the pro scene, 30% of so 30% of the revenue they make from those goes to the pro team itself. That is pretty cool. The shop is getting a new UI, which is looking good. It has a light feature instead of the normal dark. So I'd assume that you can have everything basically white in the background rather than black. But it says it's getting a facelift. We're improving the user experience, and we're including a new full screen view for weapons, which there already is, but I wonder how they're gonna alternate it. A new light theme, as I said, has been added to the full screen view, and players can browse left and right within a category. It's nice looking. Shop items are now accessible from the news tab. That's pretty cool. Players can also opt to equip an item right away. That's cool. I've always thought that would be nice. Down to the operator balancing. This is where I'm excited. Okay. Mute is getting the SMG-11. You heard that right. Mute is getting the SMG-11. Mute has been in the game forever, and he's finally getting the SMG-11. And since they realized that Smoke relies on the SMG-11 so much that they ended up buffing the SMG-11 for, or just buffing the SMG-11 damage slightly. I don't know if that's going to help it at all, but I don't know, because it has monster recoil. I was hoping they'd slightly lower the recoil or something, because it's terrible for me. At least for me, on my end. I never can control it. They say they want to make Mute slightly more attractive as a choice, which, yes, he's not very... I don't see him get picked too often. He's picked every here and there, but his jammers aren't... they're cool, and they're useful in some situations, but he's not super versatile. And his weapons aren't great, especially with that pistol, but now that he has the SMG-11 with the MP5K, that's pretty cool. Clash is getting a slight buff because she has been nerfed a few times within the recent past, but her electro damage take is going from 3 to 5. Not too much, but enough. They said within the last few patches, we wanted to make Clash less frustrating to play against. She is now very weak and underpicked, and we anticipate that Nomad will be a hard counter against her. Essentially, we are trying to make her stronger without making her too frustrating to play against. Yes, I agree with that. She is kind of underpowered now. When she was first introduced into the game, she was very powerful, but now she's... At least to me, she was powerful. Smoke, as I said, the SMG-11 buff, and Smoke has incredible utility if used properly, but still a bit weak. Mute, I don't know if he's weak because the FMG-9 isn't bad. It's just he's been known to have that SMG-11 and then the shotgun combo, because you can make rotation holes with the impacts and the shotgun, and the SMG-11 would be fine for long range combat. Surprisingly to me, kind of, his Legion's getting a nerf. His SMG's getting a slight nerf in damage. His Legion is currently in a pretty good place, but that he is a bit too strong. We are reducing his damage to bring him more in line with where we would like to see him. I guess I can admit that he was pretty good. I've played him a lot on Xbox. I haven't played him too much on PC, but yeah, I recognize that he's one of the better operators right now. And my other one of my favorite attacking operators is also getting a slight nerf, though I don't use their concussion grenades too often. I know I use their impacts a lot, but her concussion grenades is going from 3 to 2. Not a super big deal, but I mean, it is a nerf. They are also going to change the throwables, except the nitrocell. They said, we have changed the throw curves for throwable gadgets to be easier and more comfortable to use. All throwables now use this new curve except for the nitrocell. The nitrocell is not using the new curve, so it will be classified in a different category defined as a heavy throw. The throwables classified under heavy throws will not reach as far as the regular throw. So the Cade's new gadget, the Electro Claws, they're getting this new throw curve. So it's Alibi's Prisma, Ella's Grismot Mines, Ying's Candelas, Lesions, Goose, Black Eyes, EMPs, Smokes, gas grenades, frags, stuns, everything except the... I think that's everything except the Nitrocell at the moment. I wonder if they're going to add more heavy throws, because they've classified something now as a heavy throw. Anyway, area of effect feature. You can now see if you're going to throw up the especially, I noticed it with the Electro Claws a lot. You can tell it has a white see-through circle around it, and you can see where it's going to affect. So if a reinforcement is in that range, it's going to shock that reinforcement. And that's why you can hide it around corners and stuff, so it's not as easy to take out. Which means Maverick is going to have a very hard time trying to take those out, because you can hide them anywhere on the wall, maybe not even on the wall. And yeah, that means stature is going to be, I'd say, more needed, I think, but we'll see how it plays out. They said game health, we currently have 2 different SSAO techniques to render ambient occlusion, SSBC and So just some game health stuff. I don't know. I think this is the China. I think this might be the China because it says graphics options across all platforms and enables us to increase the overall. Oh wait, I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with that. Anyway, the ranked map pool. Obviously, the new map's gonna be in Tower. I don't remember if Tower was in this season, but I remember Tower being in some previous seasons, and it's not. It's definitely not a lot of people's favorite. But we get Bank, Clubhouse, Oregon, Cafe, Consulate, Chalet, Border, Coastline, Skyscraper, Villa, Hereford, Theme Park, and Fortress. And ranked, and then I don't know. I'm assuming you get these maps in casual too, but yeah. Well, guys, this was it. If you did enjoy, please smash a like on this video. I'll post news videos on Rainbow every time we get more, or a lot of times when we get more news. Sorry this was a bit late. I think I was a bit late out through the day, but I think I'm gonna get double upload today. But yeah, if you did enjoy, as I said, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, or I guess you don't have to, but please do. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm a dead channel, but that's all right. Anyway, see ya.